Okay. Hi, Susan. Thank you so much for joining me today for this interview. How are you today?
Well, thank you very much for inviting me for the interview. It's a real honor to be here talking to you, and I'm doing very well, thank you.
Fantastic. Susan, you are considered a very active Rilem member. You are the deputy chair of a technical committee. You won a prestigious award, the Colonnetti Medal. You are an associate editor of the Rilem Technical Letter. I was wondering if during this chat you could share with us your experience in Rilem. I would like to know when you first joined Rilem and how did you hear about Rilem? How did you end up chairing or co-chairing a technical committee? And considering also that you are very young, you are a full professor, you are 38, and you have achieved already so much in your career. So I'm also wondering how Rilem contributed in your networking, in your research activity. Would you mind to share this with us, please?
Well, it's quite a lot of questions, so I will do my best to try to answer one at a time. So I joined Rilem nearly 10 years ago, and I hear from Rilem for the first time when I was a postdoctoral researcher at Melbourne University. I was working at the time with Professor Jannie van Deventer and John Provis, and they created the Rilem Technical Committee in alkali-activated materials. So because I was working with them, they invited me to come along to one of the meetings in Hong Kong, actually. And it was a very enlightening and a very enjoyable experience. First, because I had the opportunity to meet very senior academics. I will say a lot of like my academic heroes, because I saw their names in papers, but I never had the opportunity perhaps to have a conversation with them or sit on a table to enjoy a meal and just talk about my personal interests or my research interests. So I really enjoy that experience. So I continue being an active member of that technical committee. So I also engage with quite a lot of my research community in the area of my work. And then I will say the rest is history. Because you engage with one technical committee, you become friend and colleague with the senior academics, and then new technical committees are derived from this work, and then you just get invited or you just feel like a passion to contribute to those efforts, and then yeah, I just continue being very active in Rilem. So this is my, I would say, like my path within Rilem. And you also asked me what has been like the impact of my involvement in Rilem with my career development. I will say it has been huge because at a very early stage of my career, I was a very shy person. So I didn't have like the tools to network or to interact with other academics, particularly very renowned international people. But in the setting of the technical committees, I found my voice, if you want to call it somehow. And it allowed me to gain a lot of confidence in my knowledge, but also gain a lot of knowledge from them, not just from a professional perspective, but also, I will say, from a personal perspective, because I was in the middle of the co-creation of new ideas, new research projects, learning what it was the cutting edge things that everyone was doing all over the world. So I will say I always really look forward to the Rilem Week. It's one of my favorite events every year, and now with the Spring Convention as well, because these two events kind of refresh my ideas. I always come back to my team, to home, like get re-energized, full of new ideas of research, often with some extra collaborations to develop new things. So yeah, Rilem has played a key role in my development. And perhaps this is why I'm so active in so many things, because I want to be part of this community. And in the same way the community has contributed to my career development, I want to give back to the community and open those opportunities to others.
Thank you so